It was like 2 shows clicking through all at once. So be patient with me. Little new process here going live on YouTube. I'm on my balance ball. My name is Psychic Torre. Hello and welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm hoping that you'll click back on, find me okay. Got my little flower in my hair. Because tonight is all about love. What about love? Thank you. I saw somebody come back on. Thank you. Thank you. All right. My name is Psychic Torre and welcome. Come to chat. Come talk to me. And I would be glad to chat with you about this show topic. I'm looking for our the top chat, and then okay. I don't know. I mean, I've got to practice this a little more, because when I hit the live button, everything just kind of went woo, and then it was in stereo in Dolby. Hello, Leslie. Hello. Welcome to the show. Glad you could make it. I love you too, and I'm happy that you're here. Thanks for being an inspiration. Always watching you on your little videos and your life journey. And tonight we're going to talk about love. What about it? Thanks for being here again. Everybody's back. Oh my goodness, I don't even know what to tell you what happened there. That was so strange. Okay, I'm looking to see who's on. Hi, Daryl, Lisa. Hello, Sasha. Okay, I don't know if you experienced what I experienced, but that's okay. Happy Monday. We're here. It's October. It might actually stop being hot. I don't know. I get pretty hot still, hence the off the shoulder dress. Still hot, baby. Still smoking. Okay. What about love? There are many ways that people love, okay? Many ways. Now, some of you have been with me a long time on the Facebook Live, and some even before that on Blog Talk Radio on my live stream podcast. And so welcome, and I thank you for hanging in there. And some people are clients, some people are just good old-fashioned friends. I have my rose quartz pendulum with me tonight. Rose quartz. We know rose quartz is a crystal that talks about and works with love energy, the heart chakra. Thank you so much. And for being here, and I see all my people popping in finally. Hello, everybody. So rose quartz is a great manifester of love. It's the heart chakra. If you're familiar with chakras, you'll know that really the heart chakra has 3 chakras: upper, lower, and in the back. So the upper is the pink, then the lower is green, and the back chakra back here is turquoise. So if you know the higher purpose of the heart chakra, before just the love and then pumping the blood through the heart, the physical heart, and then we have the higher heart, which is the spiritual way we love, or the unconditional love. And then we have in the back, oh hello, almost took off my flower. Then in the back is like that feeling, that sensing, that knowing, and people can be stabbed in the back. What's that about? Okay, whenever you feel like pain in your heart, but you feel it in your back, remember, especially ladies, that could be the sign of a heart attack. Okay, but it also, in spiritual connection, it can deal with the being stabbed in the back, backstabbing. So, that's something to bear in mind. Who you keep company with is a reflection of your life. So if you're just trying to climb a ladder somewhere or to make status in your life, and you don't care what you do to get there, and you're the backstabber, you're going to take care of that karma sooner than later. Okay, so not to be all down about the heart, but that's something we might need to be aware of. So October in the air, fall in the air. I kind of have a little fall look going on, a fall dress and a fall leaf and everything, fall colors. Decorated my Halloween tree. Yes, I have a Halloween tree. And I do put lights out, but I'm waiting because we have Friday the 13th coming. I'll be in Castleberry at a big pop-up event called Mystic Night. So then I'll put all the lights in the extravaganza on outside of my house. Okay, so what about love? How do you love? You know, they have the love languages, the 5 love languages. And absolutely, it is, you know, everyone loves differently, or they can love in a combination of love ways. And let me know if my music's a little too loud, because we'll turn it down if it is. I try to lower the volume a little bit more. And thank you, Miss Leslie. You know how we are about our hair, girl. You know, Miss Leslie and I go way back into the hairdresser days. I love it. Okay. And I'd like to say hello to everyone who's here. You know, and if you're dealing with matters of the heart, you know, some people love by touch, where, you know, how they show love. They hug, or they embrace. I taught a friend not long ago about the spiritual way to hug. And from the IAM, which I've been a teacher of for probably a decade and change. So the IAM, we were taught to hug heart to heart. Most people want to lean in this way and hug you. Well, no. If you're hugging heart to heart, you are feeling the other person's heart, and they feel yours. There's a way to hug, a new way to hug, to feel it. So some people need touch. They need that. That's a physical way, physical love. We're not talking about, I want to touch you and, you know, all that business. But it's like they want physical touch, even touching them on the shoulder, or touching their hand, like holding their hand. Yes, I have some henna. I have henna on my hand. Compliments of a lovely little henna artist at Universal Studios, which I will be there tomorrow. So some people need that touch, the physical touch. Other people might need compliments, or, you know, they need, you know, to feel like they've been paid attention to and noticed and such. So that's another way people love. And what else? You know, some people need to show their affection by gift giving or receiving gifts. They like gifts. Okay, that's another way to love. But it's not the only way to love. And you can love in a combination of ways. And some people just want to how about spend just time with somebody and enjoy their company? That's a great way to show you care, that you love them. And then other people might want to do favors or do gestures, not just gifts, but gestures. And, you know, in support in that way. And look, I was thinking of you, and I saw this, and I thought you might want to look into this. And, you know, that's showing that kind of love. Stevie Nicks has a song called Unconditional Love. And she has many songs about love, of course, but I just remember that one, Unconditional Love. What a great song. So some people may, and I'm a victim of this. I use my pendulum for the yes, and then show me the no, and it's this way for no. See, I'm not really guiding it with my whole hand. And I'll do it again. I'll just say, show me the yes. There you go, straight up and down, and then show me the no. Show me no. And I'll even do another one, side to side. And even a maybe might be in an angle, or if it totally stops, that's meaning that says you don't really need to ask that question or think about that situation right now. Let it breathe. Let it breathe. So what about love? Love is, you know, a many splendid thing. I write a lot of songs about love, and you know, I wrote one, actually, I was writing some stuff yesterday, and it was all about love is a strange thing. It's a strange thing. Some people rule, you know, with their head, try to make sense of it, or like make it, this makes logic, this is how it's supposed to be. And other people, they work with the heart, and then the song, it talks about the heart wins. Okay, yay. Sometimes we try to make it too practical of a thing. Now, I do give kudos to anyone out there who's married and have been married a long time. My parents were married for 51 years, and then before my father passed. So, and that's dedication, loyalty, dedication. That is also a form of love. You're seeing it through. Now, sometimes in love and marriages, change happens. You know, we grow, or we feel like we grow apart, or we can't get reconnected or stay connected. What to do? What to do? Well, I mean, you try new things all the time, and if your partner's bored or they just don't have any interest in pursuing or whatnot, I mean, you've got to really take a long, hard look at that and say, like Nina Simone, one of my favorite pianists and singers and composers. She said, when love is no longer being served at the table, get up and walk away. Now, I'm all about long-time commitments, long-term commitments and such, and I'm about to have fun too. But you know what? When you're just with somebody to be with somebody, and you don't get a gold star in heaven or the afterlife for toughing it out and putting yourself through it just to say, we made it to 30 or 40 or 50 or whatever, you know, you got to want to be there. You got to want to be present and in the moment. Okay, so we're going to play the emoji game tonight, but I am going to take a look at our little comments. I know Miss Leslie's just kind of blowing it up down here. And that's okay. You are participating, and I loved it. And Leslie, thank you. And I understand you've been married for 20 years. You and Brian, I get it. It's about a lot of things, affirmation, and that's your love language. I love it. So, and Jada, hello. Hi. I did want to say miss over you, and hello, Sasha. And I know we have some invisible viewers. But anyway, it is just, you know, words. Words are important. Words have energy. Did you know that words have energy? Everything is about energy. When I sit with people, before I get on my little flower, I wanted to turn it a little. When I sit with someone before I read for them, I ask for permission to step in with their energy. Now, when you are about to embrace somebody or be in a connection with somebody, don't you ask for permission a little more, like, you know, get their buy-in and such? I wrote this song about stealing kisses this past year, and because I kept getting kissed, like, without permission, people just thought I was okay to be kissed because, you know, it was in a moment and we're all happy, and it was just like, grab me and try to kiss on me, and I'm like, no, I don't know you well enough for you to try to kiss me. And, you know, I'll let you know if I would like you to kiss me or not. And, you know, that goes for men, too. I actually worked with an artist in one of my places I work at. And it was a guy, and he said, what about me, too? What happened to the men? I'm like, what happened? What do you mean? And he told me, he said, these women were all cackling and laughing, and they were trying to get him to come over to where they were and talk to him, and then when he was walking away, they grabbed his backside. And I was like, what? And he goes, and he could clearly see I have a wedding ring on and all this. And I was just like, well, that's without permission. That's touching without permission. He goes, I know. Me too, right? So it really does work both ways. You know, you got to try to make sure you have permission to go in. I mean, I know you all know. Somebody gives you the look, and then maybe you look back or wink or just kind of engage. And, you know, it's up to you how far you make that call. And I think we all breathe in each other's energy. But if someone gets in your personal space too much and you without permission, back off. Create boundaries. Create boundaries. So, you know, and when you're some people feel that immediate attraction. Soulmates, twin flames. We know they are real. Soulmates, twin flames, they're real. And at least they have been for me in my life. And I was watching a special I'm pulling up my little cards right now. I got them all wrapped. A special about these people that were influencers and they became life coaches and they're guaranteeing they would help you find your soulmate or your twin flame, excuse me. Now, let me tell you how rare it is when you meet a twin flame. It's pretty rare. You can meet a soulmate. You can become entwined and be as one. Doing my little belly dance hands now, belly dance. But you can be as one. And, you know, twin flames it's different. It's not always a love situation like a couple. Sometimes you find somebody who feels like the other half of you. You get me, you know, that kind of thing. A soulmate, I think when you first meet a soulmate, everything gets like dark all around and it's just like you and them. I met a soulmate one time and we were not, you know, romantically connecting. It was just a soulmate, somebody I knew from other lifetimes. It went just like that. Everything got dark. We were like at a bookstore and we're talking, we were being introduced, and next thing you know, we're at this bookstore and we're just talking a mile a minute and just so into each other's gaze and carrying on and on. We became good friends for quite some time. And it was just like unbelievable. We both could share our past lives together. We both clicked and could see them on each other. And I thought, wow, that's really cool. Now, you know, like I said, we were not romantically connected, but we were friends. So a soulmate can be a friend. You can even have a pet be a soulmate because you may have had them in your lives before. Okay? People can be twin flames without being romantically involved. I mean, it's like a series I'm watching right now about this couple that just manipulated people and said, we are guaranteeing you we will connect you with your twin flame, and told them to do all these crazy things I would never imagine saying to a client. Never. Even like considering changing their name and their gender so they could be connected perfectly with their twin flame. Wow. Just know a real professional psychic or spiritual counselor will never demand for you to do things. We see things, we may see things and suggest. It is still free will. It's still up to you. So I got my big inner child cards here. Look at these things. They're huge. If I could put them against my head, that's how big they are. Much bigger than the typical, tarot deck. This is a tarot deck, but it is also a really cool deck because it's based on fairy tales. And don't you feel like when you get with somebody, you really, you feel it? And it's okay because you can be a twin flame and be romantically involved. You can be a soulmate and be romantically involved. And you don't always have to be those things with somebody to be involved, to be in love. Okay, just letting you know. And if anybody tells you to do things just so you can be that perfect half, that's not anybody you need in your life. You don't need that kind of influence or demanding, some people call them like life coaches, I guess. If somebody starts pushing that kind of agenda, no, walk away. And so we in the spiritual community have seen that through time and time again. And I think especially when it came to life coaches, a lot of life coaches were doing that. And, it's nice to be on social media. It's nice to go live on YouTube. But I will say this. It's still very private and sacred. I don't always tell a lot of stories about readings, but when I mention a highlight of something, that's different. I'm not bringing up names or anything close enough to get concerned about a scenario that somebody said, oh, she's talking about me. Maybe I'm bringing up a story that it sounds like you, okay? Or it might sound like something you went through. That's the purpose of a story. I have some great storytellers in my life, and I thought I was one. I've met a few since me. So So today was an interesting day. Just before we get started, our emoji, by the way, is we're just gonna do a heart. We're gonna do the purple heart. Give you a purple heart because it's a spiritual kind of love. So if you want a message, we're gonna do a couple messages tonight. And if you subscribe to my channel, then you will be able to click on and be a part of the show and know when the show is coming on and what the subject matter is and so on. And I promise you, we're going to have to figure out how we got that, maybe it was twin flame energy, how we got like two broadcasts at the same time streaming. Very strange. Very strange. That's okay. So, anyway, yeah, today started off with one agenda and went to another. And I had to be okay with that. Change is what life is about. And I ended up going up to the cemetery with my mother. And we needed to attend to something, but I visited with his resting place as well. And then we went to lunch, and then came back and did a few other things. And then took a break and got ready for the show. So, tomorrow I'm at Universal Studios. Wednesday I have day sessions open. Thursday the same, and then Friday the 13th in Castleberry. And then Saturday I have some availability in the day as well. Okay, and I had 2 fallouts in parties, by the way. So if you know anyone that is interested in having a psychic medium at the party for around October, and please, I've turned away people that think it's a novelty. And then when I give them my fee, they freak out. And I'm like, well, I'm not a novelty. I know how to be good with people, but I'm not a novelty. And professionals cost money, So, so that was my day, turning it all around, and I'll be creative later tonight and tomorrow morning. So let's see who gets a heart. And I've got my, lots of stuff. Sasha is our first heart. Our first purple heart. Hello, Sasha. Got the big old inner child tarot here for you today, or tonight, I should say. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. And tell your friends, because I'm looking to make sure this gets an upgrade and that things go more smoothly in the future. But thank you all for being here. Oh, I love this card. Sasha, this is a beautiful card. I'm going to tell you why. Because it's all about the Santa Claus, okay? Now, some of you may know me and know my life story, and I think Leslie is one who could attest. My dad was a Santa for probably 40-some, almost 50-something years in my life. In fact, one moment. I don't always share the picture. That's him. I have a little altar for my dad. Santa, that's his real beard. So, we were close and, on good terms. And so your guide of crystals. So that's beautiful. They use Santa. And he is he's the helper here. He's showing you that all things are possible. All blessings, all rewards are possible. Crystals here are also another word for pentacles, rewards, blessings, finances, money, and he is guiding you to your highest and best right now. And that, maybe part of your love language, you take care of so many people, Sasha, in your life. Maybe it's time someone helped take care of Sasha. How about that? Wouldn't that be wonderful? I think so. So I'm going to leave you with that, with love, light, and blessings, dear. Namaste. Okay, we'll put you back in the deck, go guide of crystals. Hello. Okay, so Leslie. I haven't even said Big Bird, but Leslie, hi. Okay, let's see what Spirit has in store for you. One more time, okay? Okay. And by the way, Santa says hello. I just heard my dad. Okay? He says, tell her Santa says hello. And he said, her kids are so big. So, Leslie, that's beautiful. I know you shared some pictures with me, but now he just popped into the room. So, Leslie, you have a very pretty card. And this is a card dealing with change, transformation, decision. This is the Five of Wands. Beautiful flowers. Think of in fairy tales all the flowers, the gardens, and all the beautiful colors that are very rich. You're looking at a lot of love colors, pink and orange, and in the bottom here, pink and orange. We have blue and yellow. Blue and yellow. So 5 is a number of change and energy. Wands also happen to be about health as well as your loving yourself. And come on, people, we got to remember that the best love is the most important love is the love you give yourself. So I know you are on a journey, personal health wise as well, Leslie. Stay on it. Changes are happening every week in your life. Don't give up. Don't give up, Leslie. Okay, see that butterfly on the top? That's about transformation. So you're transforming. I leave you with that with much love, light, and blessing. Namaste. Now, oof, what else is kicking here before I take another message? I'm getting ready to teach a class on palmistry and DeLand in November 4th, at Soul Needs, I believe it's called Soul Needs off Woodland Boulevard. So it'll all be posted on the website. And if you go to VenusInVelvet1111 you can see all the events going on. And you know, I've had a show already talking about being a reader. Did you happen to notice that I had this gifted to me from a very sweet friend, my friend Shampa? And you know, I wrap my cards, and every deck of cards needs a home. They need clothes, they need protection. When I do readings, I open up the energy and then I close the energy. Why? Because, you know, that's your energy, not mine to carry and keep, right? Just a little caveat for those of you starting on your journey. And I do mentoring sessions, and they're for half hour. So if you're interested in that, you know, book a session and a mentoring session, and I'll share my knowledge and my teachings with you about different subject matter. I do teach the tarot. I teach about energy and protection and cleansing and clearing as well. So let's see who else is a purple heart. We have Jade. Hello, Jade. Thank you for being here. I love it. And yeah, let me know what happened. Anybody who wants to privately message me on Facebook Messenger, let me know what the heck happened. What did you see when we had all those transmissions going on? Okay, Jade. Spirit, show us what Jade's got coming into her life. Oh my. Jade, this is the Guardian of Swords. He's the messenger. Look at that big rose down below. Okay, he's a messenger. He's the Knight of Swords, the Guardian of Swords. He's all about guiding you to your path, to your direction, your work, your even swords that might have to deal with cutting cords, cutting you know, negativity, and cutting out old ways, old habits. He's bringing it in swiftly, and he's got his sword plummeting right down through that rose. Now, whenever we look at cards, people, just remember, this is an interpretation, okay? Just like anything is an interpretation. And you can take this with you if you want, or leave it behind, and if it does not resonate with you. But I want to share something I just noticed in the cards. This guardian, this knight, took his helmet off, and he's got wings. He's not fighting anymore. He's flying. And we have all the clouds in the background, in the border of the picture. So we know that somebody also has gone to another level, has ascended. Okay? But they forever have your heart. I'll leave that with you, okay, Jade? Namaste. Okay. And oh my goodness, Daryl and Lisa. So just want you all to know as well before I take care of you guys. And oh, hello. And Mark. Okay. Hi, Mark. How are you? Newbie coming in the room. Hello. Daryl and Lisa, I hope everything is going well for you. And, it's okay to be friends on Facebook and see each other's pages. And I don't have time and energy to read everybody that I look at. So, just like if I were to see you at a grocery store or a department store, I'm not going to try to stand there and read you. And by the way, that is called reading without permission. So beware of any psychic that comes running up to you and says, I see this on you, and da da da. Well, that's very uninvited, isn't it? You don't need that. So remember, when I'm looking at your page, I'm applauding you. I'm being there for you as a person first, and a friend, but reader second. Okay. Oh my goodness. I keep saying, and I have to read this together, I'm sorry, but this is the Ten of Cups. Look at this beautiful card. So I'm just going to pull 2 cards. Ten of Cups is like, look at that mermaid and holding the rainbow with all the cups. Magical, mystical, beautiful, colorful light. All around, filled with love, filled with harmony, and just, attaining your happiness. Saying, I'm going to my happy place. This is a happy new journey. This is actually, it's like coming full circle in your journey as well. Okay. And then we have here, I'm trying to see what this is. Okay. This is a 10. Okay. All right. Now I will show you how, this is not how it came out. It was reversed. 10 of Wands. So you got 2 tens. And with this one, you see little white butterflies, and she's like trying to catch the butterflies. And then there's a fountain, there's a bird watching over everything on this fairy. And, I'm noticing a little bit of red, and even in the background, there's a gate to the gate is open. So when this card is in reverse, this 10 means we are not finished with some business here. There's old business to tend to. We need to be able to clear the air and release it. So whatever you're releasing, keep working on that. Keep, shining and making that happen. Okay? So I'm going to leave that with you, my friends. 10 and 10. Namaste. Okay. So back to about love for a minute. And as I mentioned, there are many things you can do to enhance love. I don't do love spells for people on people. And nor should you try to do that, because that always boomerangs and goes back against you. Now, you can do things to enhance the mood, to enhance the thought. Pure, pure, pure. If you want a little passion, as one of my old friends had a red candle and said, girl, all I gotta do is look at that candle. And then boom, the phone rings. And I'm like, wow, that's powerful mojo. That's powerful intention. Okay, so red is a color of passion. And orange is the sacral chakra. And that deals with creativity, sexuality. And the yellow is our solar plexus, how we feel it in our gut instinct. And that, those lower 3 colors and lower 3 chakras are masculine or yang energy, and they are all about that lower pull. Okay, so if you like those colors, the orange or the red and the yellow, like sun colors, power colors, you would light a candle with those colors, and everything must be done with intention. Okay, so if your intention is true and pure, even if it's those lower chakras, which is okay. If that intention is true, then that you're igniting, you're starting a fire. I always have a candle burning in my house on something, and sometimes it's just for energy. It's just for protection. It might be for abundance as well. Powerball was $1 billion something. So yes, I did play. We have to laugh because, They say, oh, you're a psychic, you should know the numbers. Doesn't work like that. It's all about the energy in the moment that everything clicks through. If it was my time, I will know it. I'll feel it, or I will just be happy to participate. Bringing up the good energy. So, and I thank you for those flowers, those roses. You know, energy and passion, incenses, you can use even lavender, which is a very high vibrational, peaceful in fragrance. Lavender, you may find yourself using it for the highest and best love. And so it's Steve Widwood, keyboard player, singer, former member of Traffic and Beyond Solo and such. Bring me a higher loves. Did it with Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan. So, you know, bring me a higher love. Don't we want the highest and the best in love? And we can't just say, it's love is not all the sweets. We know that already. Love can be also enduring the sours. But when you always remedy it, as they say, never go to bed angry with each other. Never go to bed angry. It just doesn't work. You'll carry it through your sleep. Maybe you won't even sleep at all. Have enough power and courtesy and true love in you to always work things out. And I always honor and appreciate anyone that has that mindset in my life as well. That means so much more to me. That means as much to me as a hug or flowers or anything, you know. That's a gesture of like, you know, it's a true gesture saying I care about us so much. I don't want us to go to bed angry. Okay? So remember that, people. The way we love, the look of love, but the way we act with the ones we love. And it can even be, you know, we're talking about family too. Family, it's very important. We try to treat each other with love. Even if we disagree, remember, they're our family. And never say, please don't ever say I hate you to your family. I know because, you know, life is short. Shorter for some than others. And I don't want the last words I ever say to somebody to be bad words, negative words, hateful words, vice versa. So remember that. Always try to end on a high note or end on closure on even any little disagreement. Okay? Look up your love languages. You can find them on the internet. Google them. See what love is all about. Meditate if you're asking for true love to be in your life, or maybe you're needing to heal from a love, the wounds of a love that once was. This would be a good time to let it go. A full moon is a good release time. We're not quite there. That's the end of the month. But, you know, new moon energy could bring in new love, new happiness, new joy. New is always more improved if we don't go backwards. We don't keep reaching back for something. We can't, and it's not up to us to fix people or to, you know, the past is the past. We have to work on the present and the future. So if you lost love and maybe they come back like during a Mercury retrograde, okay, you know, take it for what it is. Don't put heavy expectations on that. Maybe it's a lesson for you to learn how to love yourself enough to let go and forgive and just be there for somebody. And maybe one day somebody will be there for you that you thought that's a lost cause. Okay, so that's my thoughts about the love and the love connection and going with all that you need to go within your heart space, all your 3 heart chakras. Higher, lower, back chakra. And there are so many good things in our lives that we should be looking at and being grateful for, and maybe not picking on or attacking or looking and, you know, pulling apart so much. Maybe just it doesn't resonate with us, or in that moment it doesn't resonate. Be honest enough to know that. You don't need to do that to yourself or to anyone else. Let it go. Let it go. If it doesn't work for you right there on the spot, let it go. One day you could be talking to somebody, next day they might not be here. Or somebody gets bad news. They have to deal with illness. And we don't want these words to be hanging in their energy field, their auric field. When you have a tear in one of your auric fields, that's how illness gets in. So when people say, I don't feel very good today, I'm feeling kind of down, how about remember words have power, energy, and just say, I'm needing to be lifted up. Today has had its moments, challenging moments, and I'd like to bring it up. What's good? What's good news? What's the good news? Share something good with me. Remember, even that, the intention of sharing a piece of good news is healing, and it's a loving thought that I want to share this with somebody who I feel so connected to, that maybe that's a love language in itself, communication. Okay, so I just wanted to say thank you all for coming to the show, and thank you for being here so much. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. Message me if you can tell me what happened in the beginning of the show, or next week. We're getting in the halfway point of October. It'll be a great time. The fall is in the air. Love yourself and get outside once in a while. Get into fresh air and see all the good that life has to offer you. Even when days don't feel so great, make yourself do something. Have the strength and the courage to do something good for you. And even though my whole day got turned around, I still ended up going to the gym. Okay, because I want to do something good for me. I can put a lot in my plate, or I can sleep and take a little nap and recharge, whatever it is. But I did the gym because I still needed to do that for me. And I don't want to blame. We don't blame people when the things change, but we just want to shift gears, move on, move forward. You never know. Beautiful things can grow from change. So I'm going to leave you with that, my friends. And I hope to see you next week. Same time, same bat channel. And thank you again for being here so much. And much love and light to you. Peace and blessings. Blessed be. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.